Hello everyone, this will be the first episode of SnowRunner Hardcore mode. Today we are starting off in the Chev. This is the only vehicle you get when you start off in hard mode. But today we're just going to be focused on getting the watchtowers. So I've only got an hour to record, because that's just how PlayStation is, sadly. So I'm only going to be able to get a few watchtowers in this video. But this will be the first episode of a hardcore series that I do. I will more than likely leave gaps here and then between my progress, just to make things easier for me and you guys, so you don't have to see every little fucking detail I do. Yes, there will be swearing and some other stuff in this series. And if anyone wants to get involved in the series as well and join me in the hardcore worlds, that is also possible. I have a Discord server where everyone can join. I'll put the details to it underneath the caption of this video. Almost flipped to them, that would have been bad. What's that? GMH, okay. GMC. So we're kind of just going to see how this goes for today, considering this is the first time I've done a SnowRunner video. I tend to do live streams more than anything, but we'll see how this goes. Don't flip now, come on. The only vehicle I have. If I flip, I'm fucked. So if we do have time to do some missions, or a mission just to start things off, I will do it. And if you guys have got any truck suggestions and things like that, I can start I'll probably do a live stream for those, for you guys helping me out and get trucks if you just want to, in the Discord. So if I'll have a section in Discord where you guys can just let me know what trucks you just want me to try and get. And then I'll have a dedicated live stream to you viewers helping me get that truck. Just seeing the mayhem unfold with even just one or another person, or even four people trying to get one singular vehicle. See how that goes. No, I am not a very safe driver in this truck. I do not like this truck. I mean, I do a bit, but there's just such better scout trucks out there. I mean, it's the starter one. I know there's worse scout trucks than this, but personally, there's worse scout trucks than this. This is probably my top 6, 7 scout truck. There's one watchtower done. So that watchtower views out all this range. Yes, there's a truck here, but I do not have a truck capable of pulling that out. I'm not even going to try it. I know that I can't get that watchtower, so I'm going to head out to this one and give that one a shot. But during all of my videos, as well as live streams, there will be no cuts or anything. So you'll be able to see all my progress. I am... wrong button. That one. No progress other than that watchtower that I just got. Brand new world. And I guess brand new experience, because it is a hardcore world. Don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip. I will probably... I don't know how I'm going to do the episodes. So what I might do... This is just going to be the first just try out episode sort of thing, I guess. I'll probably do 3 or 4 videos of this hardcore SnowRunner world. See how you guys like it, if you do. But depending on how this goes, and like if anyone joins the Discord or people join the Discord and they want to help out and just get specific things, will change how the episodes will go. Because what I was thinking about doing is sticking to all the trucks on each region. So for example, with the region that I'm on now, Michigan, I will stick to only and all the trucks that you find in this region, not even ones that you can buy, and just see how that goes from there. Because it may go well, it may go shit, I do not know. But I do have DLCs downloaded as well. I do not have all of them, but I do have quite a few. I've got the year 1 to year 3 pass, so I've got all of those DLCs, as well as some of the exclusive one truck DLCs. I am thinking about getting the newest DLC that's coming out, with the Kenworths. I think it's T500 or C500, and the other Kenworth, so the twin Kenworth pack. So that will be an entertaining truck or 2 entertaining trucks for us to try out. See, no, I love the Chev, but I hate it at the same time. It's such a nice, clean vehicle, but I don't like the bed on it. I do not like the way that the ute is set up. That was a bit of a slide. There's the watchtower. Okay. I'll go up that way. I may find a few vehicles on this map as well during this live stream today, because I do know where a few are, so I will go get those if I have the time. Or I might focus on doing that just for this episode, so I have a truck or 2. Ow. So you guys can see the progress that I make. I know a lot of people that I've played this game with before really hate this truck, but I find it pretty nice. It's a pretty solid scout truck, personally. Like, I'm hammering it through these trails, and I've got no upgrades on this at all. I mean, I've got the all-terrain tires, but that's it. But pretty much all vehicles, the second I get them, I put all-terrains on them. Or muddies, depending on what I'm doing. So that's our second watchtower. We use out all this range. If you're starting off in a campaign, you'll start off in the Chevy sitting over here. And you have to locate the garage. So it does take you down that route to get to the garage. I think the next thing we'll do is we'll go get this watchtower as well as the truck that is located nearby it, which is the GMC. So that will give me I think it's a heavy truck, or a heavy duty, one of the two. And I probably will not use it as a hauler to start off with. I may just have a fuel carrier on it, and I'll use the Fleet Starler as a hauler, because personally having the all-terrain capability on a truck is better than having the ride height and engine power to me. I prefer being able to have that extra grip when wanted. Oh, that was a bit of damage. Oh well, I gotta drive this car a lot slower. I tend to be a reckless driver when it comes to vehicles that I'm not extremely fond of, but you'll probably see me driving this scout truck or the Chev in a lot of the videos that I make, if this series does become popular. Because personally, I love the Chev. It's a great... Did I take the wrong turn? It just means I've got to climb the mountain. Oh well. So obviously I do know these maps because I have played SnowRunner before on the campaign. I've done 16% on the campaign, but that's over multiple regions. So, and as well as that doesn't tell you how much, it doesn't tell you how many maps I've actually explored and all that, but I do know quite a few of the locations on quite a lot of the maps. So there won't be too much of a struggle with finding some things. I do not know where quite a few things are. So that will be fun. But that's where the trial and error comes in. Where is this turn off? Up there, okay. Or do I just want to try scaling this? I'm going to try scaling it, because why not? And the other thing is I like to leave my trucks in all-wheel drive just because of the extra grip. Like, I know that a lot of people won't do that due to fuel efficiency, but I just do it at all times because I don't find it that much of a hassle constantly refueling. I know in hardcore or hard mode that can be a bit different, but so no tail royals, so that's giving us a truck to find as well as an upgrade, so we'll go get that upgrade once we find this, once we go collect the GMC. So I will just leave the GMC where it is for the time being. Absolutely book it down this hill, because why not? Don't want to get stuck in that mud. But I do prefer, out of all the trucks in the game, I prefer the off-road style trucks. So you'll more than likely see me driving quite a few of those. As well as certain scout vehicles I tend to side more. So I'll more than likely be sticking to a few of those. But I do have all the DLC maps currently. Right, so that's the GMC discovered. So I'm just gonna relocate both of these trucks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take both of these trucks up to the fuel station. Actually, no, I'll take them to Motel Woes, where the hotels are. And I'm just going to park them up there. We'll park this truck up there. And then I'll take the scout truck out to go get that upgrade after getting some more fuel. Try and make sure it doesn't flip or anything while I'm driving, because that tends to happen quite often, a lot more than you'd think. If you guys have any video suggestions on a few games that I play, I'd be happy to do it. I play War Thunder, SnowRunner. I also do what's the name of the game? Cannot think of it. Way to break that engine. But yeah, there's a few games that I play, and I'm happy to do videos on just about any of them. SnowRunner just seems to be the game for me, in my opinion. It's a nice, slow-paced game. It will allow me to make quite a bit of content with all the different trucks in it, so... Let's just park this boy up. Let's put it in between these two, because why not? you know what, let's not put it there. That's a very tight turning circle for this thing. Sorry I didn't touch your vehicle. It was already damaged when I got here. We're just gonna leave this GMC right here. Wow, it really don't fit in this car park. Right, let's try and get it more out of the way then. We'll just squeeze it up against this corner. Grab the Chev bag. We're gonna go refuel the Chev, and then we're gonna go up to this upgrade, and then I may go get the Scouts 800 because I do know where that is located. See how long we got left. 33 minutes. Yeah, or 30 minutes, pretty much. 40. It's more or less 40 minutes. But I just got a timer, so I know when I do have to close it. Otherwise, it automatically. So I can only. My PlayStation only records an hour at a time. So I kind of gotta like stop it before. I can't, like, yeah. I gotta stop it, otherwise you miss out on a lot of the recording. Or you don't get a proper finish off, it just ends, so it's a bit awkward. As well as the other things, I know that a lot of people like to use waypoints. I tend to not, unless I do not know the map very well. But I do know the Michigan map decently, so it also means I am not looking forward to trying to get the Scout 800. Where is this thing? All the way up there. It also means I'm not looking forward to trying to get this Scout 800, but I'll definitely mainly just doing this to show you all the locations on this map, just to start off with. So obviously you've got the Fleet Star at the start. You've got the GMC back there near the wood, the sawmill. I don't know why I said wood. Close to, I mean, they're similar things, very similar things. You got them down there at the wood sawmill, on the watchtower. What upgrades this? On the Chevy. Oh, okay. So I just got the race suspension for this truck. I won't put it on it just yet. I do want to try and get the Scout 800 first. So we'll go do that. Oh, bit fast, bit fast, bit fast. Throw it in low gear, slow down. So let's go get the Scout 800. I know that the trail towards it is a bit treacherous, so we'll have to take it a bit slower once we get there. Oh, squeeze it through. I will also do a tips and tricks videos later with this, but I will give you tips every now and then, like as I need to do them. So one thing is I know I don't do it, as you can clearly tell, but drive slow. It saves the hit points of your vehicle. As well as switch your tires to the conditions that you're driving on. I know that people reckon that they don't make very much difference, but they quite do. I've lost my headlight and my tail light. Yeah, it is further. So I would usually get this watchtower first, but due to the truck that I'm in, I do not have the capabilities to get to the watchtower. Oh, I just found another upgrade too. Completely forgot that this was up here. Chevrolet and Apache. Okay, so we just got the V8 engine for this thing, the AT5. Or the AAT5 V8.5. Which I believe is the best motor for this. Which also means it is the least fuel efficient. So I will probably put the engine on it once I have enough money, because I prefer driving my scout trucks over like the big haulers. So I will probably throw all the upgrades I can on this. But the other thing is a lot of these, especially with Michigan and the non-DLC maps, you do not make very much money on them. So I will probably switch to a DLC map when I'm not recording to try and get a vehicle, as well as try and make some money so I can actually install upgrades and stuff like that. Lost the trail then. That's fine. SnowRunner's sending us up the garden path like usual. Gotta fucking love it. Gotta fucking love it. Oh, slow down. Slow and steady wins the race. But I personally love SnowRunner as a game. I mean, I've only had it for a few months, but I already understand how the game is. I understand that it's a slow-paced game, and I quite like it, compared to some of the other, a lot faster-paced games that I play. Or slow but fast-paced games that I play. Because I do play War Thunder quite a lot as well. But with the War Thunder, it is a very slow-paced, grinding game, but the process of grinding is quick, unlike SnowRunner. So you've got like fast-paced tank combat, aircraft combat, naval combat, all that sort of stuff, but then it's the results from those combat engagements don't give you very much points a lot of the time, so it's pretty slow when it comes to actually making progress, which is why a lot of people buy premium vehicles, and that's why I personally have quite a few premium vehicles, which you'll probably see quite a lot of me doing. But I'm going to try and upload a video at least once a day. Here we go. We're at the Scout 800 on, yeah, I'll try and release a video at least once a day of the SnowRunner episodes that I'm going to, or a SnowRunner series that I'm going to do. Here's the good old Scout 800. I did not remember it being that tall of a truck, and it's not, it was just having issues. So I will actually just turn this off, and I will tow it back to camp with this, because there is another truck that you can get, but I don't think I have the capabilities of getting it. It is located roughly down here. Yeah, roughly over here. I do not think I have the capabilities or the time to go get it. Actually, I probably do. But anyway, let's take the Scout 800 back to base. Did I leave its brake on? So Exit neutral. The other reason why this truck I prefer over the Chev, the Scout 800, just for like start-off runs, is it gets the diff lock at all times, which can help greatly. We'll lug this back to base. And then we'll try and get to the... I think it's a... I can't remember its name actually. I think it's pronounced like Kodak or something like that. I don't want you running up my bum. I said I don't want you running up my bum. So the thing is, when towing vehicles, you tend to damage the engines on them quite a bit. So you will see me use trailers a lot throughout this series to tow stuff, because it just means the vehicle doesn't get damaged as much, or at all. Come on, get up this hill. It's just a little Scout 800 that you're trying to pull. We'll have to turn it on in certain spots to help me get up. Oh! No, 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 no. Okay. Let's fix that up. Not have that happen again by sitting that close to the edge. So having the engine of a vehicle turned on will help you tow it, but it also means that that vehicle will be using fuel. And if it gets submerged, it will also take damage from water damage. Ow. Ow. This truck is definitely going to need a repair. So what I think I'll do is I'll take the Scout 800 and the Chev back to base, and then I'll drive the Scout 800 to the last truck location for this region. Whereabouts am I again? Black River, Michigan. So this will be all the vehicles on Black River, Michigan, as far as I'm aware, that don't need... I think there may be one or two that need missions to get for Black River, but these are the vehicles that I know do not need missions, and you're just able to grab at any point in the game. Turn my lights on. I'm just going to turn on the Scout 800. Oh, it was already turned on. Because what you can tend to do is the vehicle behind you will always keep moving if it's turned on. So when it gets grip, it kind of pushes you forwards. So it does help with towing quite a bit, especially through mud. Rear repair. Actually, yeah. One of the suggestions I have, or tips, as I said, I'd give randomly throughout the gameplay, is every mission you come across, activate it. So that way you don't have to go all the way back to it the second you want to do, like when you want to do that mission. So what I just do is I just activate it. I don't track it, don't do anything, I just activate it. And if you want to find it, you go into here, and your tasks will all be down here. I keep having to run myself to do that because I always forget. Might turn the engine on the Scout 800 just to make the trip a bit quicker. So I'm not going to be able to get that. So I'm just going to go straight towards town, which is right. The other thing is in hard mode, unlike campaign and custom games, you cannot change the time of day. So you kind of just have to tough it out overnight, which can be annoying for some people who struggle to drive overnight. I personally prefer driving overnight. It just looks a lot better. It feels more like there's more atmosphere, that sort of stuff. And it gives the game a bit of its own challenge with not being able to see the terrain very well. Oh, going down this while towing is not fun. Oop, almost flipped both my car and the Scout 800. That was the route I went last time. As you can see, I went up and down through there. So, just taking these two down this road, and we'll head straight back to the garage. I have not sorted out the Fleet Star yet, because I just wanted to get these out of the way with the limited amount of time I have to be able to record the first episode of this series. So this is just giving me a few vehicles for me to be able to use throughout the series, rather than just sticking with the Scout, even though I probably will in a few situations just use the Scout truck, but you'll see why. So we've got another mission, so we'll come over here and activate that. So what you do is you just hold it down, show task, accept, and then you just move on. It's probably one of the best suggestions I can do to tell you is just to always activate missions. So I'm going to go get missing machinery as well. That's my 2 motel woes on the way. So yeah, as you can tell, there's a sideboard trailer there with a few, I think they're consumables and wooden planks on it. So what you can do is just grab those whenever you go by it, or take that trailer whenever you need wood or consumables, just to get it out of the way. Because in hard mode, you cannot sell trailers and get money from it. So once you buy a trailer, I suggest trying to use it as much as you can, or try and keep it stored somewhere out of the way, because you will not be able to sell it and make money from it. So you, in campaign as well as customs or your standard games, you're able to buy and then sell trailers for the same price that you buy them for. You cannot do that on hard mode. You're stuck with what you got pretty much. So I'll probably do some more research about some of the vehicles in the game later on. Just for the time being though, this is what I'm doing. I will also switch the Scout 800 to refuel this, because I like to make sure all of my trucks have got fuel at all times, even though it costs money. There is a fuel tank on this map that you can get fuel from pretty much whenever you want though. So I do suggest you use that, but it is a mission. It is part of a mission. So you will have to return it when you do the mission. Oh, and that Scout 800 finally took some damage. Come on, pull it up, get it out. Go the Chev, go the Chev. But again, I definitely suggest running mud tires, off-roads, all terrains. More or less, I just suggest all terrains and mud tires. And if you're on a winter map, of course, the chained. But obviously you have to unlock all those sort of stuff at certain levels and all that. So you do have to be level 14 for chained tires. I think level 14 actually unlocks all the tire variants. So you will have to wait for all that. I love how I downshift and now I'm using more fuel. So I switched from all-wheel drive to two-wheel drive and now I'm using more fuel because I can't go fast enough to upshift. Love that. Love that SnowRunner. Pretty much. I'll switch to all-wheel drive. I'll be able to upshift. And now I'm using less fuel. Downshift. And now I'm using more fuel. And not downshift, all-wheel drive. Off. There is also signs around the map you can use to find where you are and locate things, so they are very helpful. Especially if you like to drive first person. It's pretty neat. I love the details in this game. They actually put a lot of thought into making this and the details of all the trucks. The hand movement can be a bit wonky, as you can see. It's a bit... Yep. So you can turn hands off so you can't see them. I just haven't been bothered to. Again, I only just made this world, so I haven't changed anything on it. Oh, don't be having me getting stuck now. Yeah, get out of it. Turn that back off. But terrains, especially mud and snow, will slow you down a lot. As well as highway tires and different gearboxes will change your speed. Whether or not you have a high gear and variable low gears, that sort of thing. So your gearbox depends, or can depend on what you're doing and what you prefer. I prefer to stick towards the more off-roady gearboxes due to them being more durable. Depending on how much time we've got, I might go try and find this truck, or I might do a mission for you guys. Because you just know the general area now of where the other truck is. I believe it's a heavy truck, or a heavy duty, one of the two. Yep. It's some rougher terrain, and as I've said, you slow down greatly. So what does help is again turning on the engine, which allows the car behind you to have power to its wheels in the direction that you're moving, which does help greatly increase your speed, traction, and just about every aspect of towing. I will say I will try and get this, I think it's a collab, no, not collab. We'll check what the name of the vehicle is. I might just end this episode a bit earlier than what I was thinking I would. Just because I'm unsure if I will have the time to go get this vehicle, and I don't want you guys sitting around for a while if I can't. Because I'm not able to make any changes like that. Turn this off. Actually, what I might do is I'll show you guys how to set up the Fleet Star instead. I've only got, how long? Roughly 20 minutes left for me to be able to record. Roughly. So, set up, I'll show you guys how to set up and get the Fleet Star. I will get the upgrade for it, which is the Fleet Star all-wheel drive, which is why I prefer the Fleet Star personally, because it gets the ability to have all-wheel drive. So I can just unwinch that. I do not suggest recovering again when playing in this specific mode. So with the Fleet Star and getting the Fleet Star all set up, it's a bit of a hassle because the Fleet Star cannot currently move. You have to drag the Fleet Star out. It doesn't really matter where you put it, it's somewhere out in the open like that. doesn't take very much time at all to do. It just can be tedious sometimes because of how they've changed the game. You come around, you grab this service trailer, which can be hard for you to maneuver with such small vehicles, but you gotta make it work, sadly. You pretty much just want to run it up the back of the Fleet Star. Yeah, that works pretty well. So obviously I'll have to drag the Fleet Star a bit. Yeah, there should do it. Just enough for you to be able to attach trailer and get all the repairs needed and necessary. You will not have any fuel though, so that is an issue with doing it like this. There is no fuel in this area. If you're wanting to get fuel for this vehicle, what I'd suggest is you put all your scout truck fuel in it. I mean, all of your scout truck fuel. If you still want fuel in the scout truck, that's perfectly understandable and reasonable. But what you do is you tow the fuel, you tow your scout truck up with you. I'd suggest you take a fuel trailer as well. And you just tow it up this road and you'll end up at a fuel station here. So there is a fuel trailer there as well, which you can get all the fuel from for free. But that fuel station, that fuel trailer is part of a mission down here. So it will need to be taken all the way down that route and you will need to settle high for it. But I'm not currently willing to settle that up. So what I'm currently going to do is just get this big boy of a truck in here. So the trucks do have to be in this zone to be able to be moved back to the garage, sadly. Unless you click the recovery button, which is of course will cost you quite a handsome chunk depending on the vehicle that you're in. So we did get a few upgrades. So we'll just throw those on now. So we did get the race suspension as well as the best engine for this vehicle. So you can also choose to sell like upgrades and stuff that you get. I do choose to sell mine, but it's after I have different like replacement stuff. So we'll throw, do you want the ones that are better for mud? Do I have mud tires yet? Yeah, see, rank 4 to get these. Rank 7 to get muds, and it's rank 14 to get chained. So I will just throw on these 38s and I'll take off I will sell the 31s because I do need the money, especially when you start off. The money is such a crucial part of this game. I cannot currently upgrade this vehicle much more, but when you can, I do suggest you get like as many of these roof racks and small supplies as you can, because it does mean that you can upgrade the vehicle as you're driving along and also things like that. Let's make this vehicle white. You can also do visual stuff. I personally don't worry about visual stuff too much. That's again just me personally. Because once you get to level 14 on this vehicle, again you get this, and it takes the roof bar off, it takes that light bar off. I mean, obviously you can still have it with this, and you can still have it with the trunk repairs, but when the car is fully upgraded, you do lose the ability to have these two attachments. So what I usually do is I do stick with the small parking lights quite often and the upgraded front bumper. I will not be upgrading the front bumper for now, and I do not know why I bought that. The beacons. We're also just going to have a quick look at this vehicle, see what we can do to this vehicle. So I can put 35 all-terrains on it. which I might save that for later, throwing those larger or maybe not, I don't know. We'll see when I get there. That's right, that's why I prefer this vehicle, because you do get that to start off with. You get the roof rack to start off with, which is very crucial, and you can also get the extra spare wheel as well. You know what, I will pump some money into this. I will. As much as I'm going to hate myself for it, I will. I could throw on 35s, but I will have to sell something. It's 6, so it's not an 18 AAT. The other thing is this truck has a lot lower power to weight ratio as well. So I might leave it how it is and use this as a resupply vehicle, just because it does get a lot less fuel. Let's make this one black. So we do have these two vehicles. This will be my probably official scout vehicle, and this will be my refuel and supply vehicle. I don't know what I'm going to do with this for now. I will throw that on and take the all-wheel drive off. That's an extra bit of money I can get. But the attachments can be a bit pricey sometimes, as you can tell. The only things that are free are the saddles. But I try to get the flat body for this truck specifically, as well as the, where is the crane add-on? That one. So I try to run the crane add-on with the flat body, so I might sell the GMC actually to get those. This truck does also get, yeah, spare tire, snorkel, engageable diff lock at all times. I think it's at all times. No, it's not, it's switchable. So you do need to be in low gear to be able to access that, but it does get larger wheels, 45s. It gets the race suspension, which I will be trying to find, because this truck is very low to the ground. But I do not have any other upgrades for this vehicle. There's not a lot you can do to this one. Obviously you can make it look pretty nice and clean though. But it's also just your personal opinion on how you prefer your truck to look. But I will probably go with, I always like to check out these bottom ones first, because they tend to look nice. I might stick with black again, just for the start of this series, and I'll probably change the color of my trucks further on, because I forgot to turn off one of my mods. But I will not be using this mod, I will be turning it off. We're going to ignore that that's there. I forgot it was there. I have not used it yet in this series. But the other thing I might try and get is the Apache once I have enough money, because again it gets 200 liters of additional fuel, which can be very helpful, especially to start off out. Because it's a DLC truck, I will only be able, I'll be able to get it because it's a DLC truck. But this is the other vehicle that we are able to find on this map in Black River. It is a heavy duty truck. It gets all your standard frame add-ons, as you can clearly see. It gets all drive capabilities, additional diff lock, all that sort of stuff. It gets 43-inch tires as well as race suspension, which is very good on this truck. It can become a very good off-road truck. Does have very good power to weight ratio when you first get it, I will say that. Again, you've got all your standard light bar stuff and bull bars and all that. All your standard displays, cabin protectors, all that. So this truck does come with 2 DLC skins. I don't know if I'll put one on at the moment, because I don't have this truck. Why am I saying I can put one on? Anyway, so I do not have that truck at the moment, so I currently cannot put that on it. Any skins or anything on it. But that's the time for me to be able to end stream. It means I've got 10 minutes left of recording time. So again, you start off with a Chevy. You can then proceed to get the Chevrolet Pontiac Kodiak C70, the GMC MH950, as well as the Fleet Star and Muscat 800, all in the same region. I personally suggest sticking with the Fleet Star because the GMC does, it does get all-wheel drive, but you do not find it until you're on the Kola Peninsula, which is a pretty difficult map. So I don't suggest going straight for that all-wheel drive upgrade. I suggest you just stick to the Fleet Star and use the GMC as sort of a backup truck, unless of course you want to do the opposite. But you do find the Pacific P12 and I think the P16 as well in this region. Not like this specific region, but in like Smithville Dam and all those, you do find other trucks in them. But again, the Kola Peninsula is a very difficult mission. I do not suggest you go straight to it. Actually, I think that's a DLC mission, a DLC island map anyway. But these three, I believe, are your standard ones. Kola Peninsula might be one. I cannot recall. But I will probably go from map to map. So I'll probably finish all the Michigan stuff, all the Alaska stuff, all the Tamor stuff, all the way through. I might skip through some just to get specific trucks and then go back to finish other missions. So say like I'm on this map at the moment, but I may want a different truck and it's on Black Badger Lake or Brandswood River. I'll start playing this one until I get that truck, and then I'll switch back once I have all the upgrades for it. That's probably how this will go. I do still have the GMC all over here, so I will end the recording now. I do wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, considering I'm posting this 2 weeks before Christmas. At least that's when I hope it posts. This game tends to be pretty slow. Not game, but the posting sequence for me tends to be pretty slow. This is the first truck, and I believe it's suggested to be the first truck that you want to use for hauling, but I personally did. I did the first time I started playing, but then I realized that the Fleet Star was better for me personally. Again, it's all about preference with this game. But yeah, I suggest you guys just try and buckle up, have some fun, and take your time with this game, because if you do try and rush things, you more than likely will flip or get yourself stuck, and then you will be hating yourself for the next 2 hours trying to get yourself unstuck, because that is just how this game tends to be. I do not think I'll be able to get this back to the garage in time. Ugh. And it is definitely sliding around a bit. So I'll just get to this bridge. That hurt. I'll just get to this bridge, and then I will close the recording and wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and see you in the next episode, which will probably be tomorrow at some point. I don't know when I will post again. But I'm going to try and make this a series where it's at least 2 episodes a week. Or maybe an episode a week. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Stay tuned and have a good one.